What's going on, everybody? This is Josh with TopAgentNearMe.com, and I'm here with my main man, Bryan Clark.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
So how many times have you guys been in a Facebook group or in some type of Zoom or maybe invited to some training and all they're doing is trying to pitch you the next shiny object? Now, think about that. All of these times, and most of you guys watching this, I've talked to you through some type of Facebook groups. I post our stuff in there as well, but we're not trying to sell you or pitch you the newest shiny object. And we see it way too often where everybody just keeps jumping and moving to the next shiny object without taking the time to figure out the one that they had previously. So today what we're going to do is we're going to go over sticking with consistency and working with the system that we've been showing you guys, go high level, and how to build out your business in a box and stay consistent with it. Just like our videos here. We're staying consistent with it. I mean, the last video, I was sick. Bryan just finished moving like 3 states away, has most of his stuff in a storage unit or in the back of a U-Haul or something. I mean, and we're still staying consistent with it. We haven't moved on to the next shiny object. We're sticking with topagentnearme.com and we're sticking with these training videos. So I'm going to let Bryan take it away on showing you guys some really cool stuff and why you want to stay consistent with what we're showing you and not just move on to the next shiny object, which all of the ones I'm seeing right now are pretty much go high level, just rebranded. White label is what they call it. They move some buttons around, they switch some colors, and they sell it to you. I mean, we talked to somebody just the other day that had purchased another CRM and they have go high level. And they're talking about the new CRM and how it's so much cooler. And it's in reality just go high level. So think about that. Bryan, why don't you take it away and show these guys what we got?
Absolutely, you guys. So today is all about the insurance agency operating system. It's all about marketing systems, recruitment systems built to scale both your client and book your team. So let's go ahead and dive into this. Now, the new insurance reality, the agent with the best systems wins. Right? In today's market, product knowledge and charm aren't enough. The agencies growing fastest aren't the ones that are working the hardest. They're the ones running smarter infrastructure in their business, right? Now, the real bottleneck is that growth doesn't stop because of leads, it stops because of capacity. And when your team can't handle more volume, more traffic just creates more chaos. The fix isn't hiring faster, it's building systems that multiply what your people can do. Now, what if you could hand a new recruit a business in a box? Every tool, funnel, follow up sequence, and automation ready to launch on day one. That's not a job offer, that's a competitive advantage. Now, the insurance growth machine, every stage feeds the next. And when all 10 are connected, your agency runs like a machine, generating leads, closing sales, and retaining clients with minimal manual effort. And the hidden benefit, every system that grows sales can also recruit agents. Your marketing infrastructure isn't just a client acquisition tool. The same funnels, automations, and AI tools that convert prospects into policyholders can convert agents into team members. And agents typically leave agencies because they don't have leads. They're left to prospect alone with no reliable pipeline. They don't have support and no one to turn to when deals fall apart. They don't have training and they're thrown into a field without a roadmap. And most of all, they don't have systems. And inconsistent results with no repeatable processes drive agents away time and time again. But why the top agents out there are still recruiting and why they're still growing their teams, why agents join. They join when they see an opportunity and there's a clear path to income growth without starting from scratch. They join when they see leverage, like tools and automations that multiply their personal output. When they see support, the leadership, the coaching, the infrastructure in place from day one. And when they can see predictability, consistent systems that produce consistent results. Now, let's talk about your new unique selling proposition. You can now say, join my team and get a complete business operating system. This isn't a pitch, it's a promise. And when you can show recruits exactly what infrastructure they are getting on day one, you stop competing. And you stop competing on commission splits and you start competing on value. Now, most agencies recruit with promises, big income, flexibility, freedom, with no roadmap, no tools, and no infrastructure. But elite agencies recruit with systems. They show exactly how leads are generated, how follow up works, and how a new agent can be productive in a week one. Systems are the pitch, infrastructure closes the recruit. Now, there's a couple of different ways that you can generate traffic systems. Number one is going to be organic. This is going to be through things like search engine optimization on your website, right? So Google can find you. This is going to be social content. This is going to be the posts that you put out there, the reels, the stories, the videos. This could be your Google My Business profile, and all of these can drive long-term inbound traffic. The next formula or format for traffic is going to be through paid advertising. Think Facebook, Google, YouTube ads, all generating immediate scalable lead flow. Then you also have referrals, which is your client referral programs and automated ask sequences that produce warm leads. And of course, our referral partners like real estate agents, mortgage brokers, and financial planners sending introductions directly to us. Now, let's start with funnels. This is where you turn traffic into opportunities. Now, a funnel is a focused conversion optimized path that guides a prospect from curiosity to a scheduled appointment without a salesperson involved at every step. So this means that you capture attention with a compelling offer. You're running an ad or a post out there on social media, that you drive them to a landing page where you can collect contact information automatically. And then you would send them an email or a text message to instantly deliver that value to build trust. And that text message could be thanking them for booking their appointment and telling them what time it is, giving them a subtle reminder. That could be sending them a lead magnet and providing them with free resources that can help them make a much more informed decision in an upcoming purchase. But each one of those things can be done automatically with a funnel, and you can move your prospect toward a calendar booking and have that conversation behind the scenes, all done with systems. Now, let's talk about the difference between a website and a funnel. Now, a website gives visitors options. Think about it. You go to a website, you have a navigation menu. You can learn about me. You can learn about the team, how long you've been in business, what specialties do you have, what are your services, all of those kinds of things. But a funnel gives them direction. Websites are great for branding, but funnels are built for one thing. That's starting conversations. Every element from the headline to the form to the button is engineered to move the prospect to the next step. And funnels outperform websites 3 to 5 times on lead conversion for paid traffic campaigns. Now let's talk about lead magnets. This is where we give before we ask. And a lead magnet allows us to exchange valuable content for a prospect's contact info, creating a permission-based lead who already trusts you out of the gate. So I want you to think of things like consumer guides, like the 10 things your insurance agent won't tell you. It's educational, it's shareable, and it's positioned to build your authority. Checklists, coverage review checklists, life event triggers, and home buying insurance guides that help prospects self-identify their own needs. And assessments, these are things like interactive coverage gap quizzes that personalize the experience and qualify the lead before the first call even happens. Now, once you generate a lead, the most important thing that you can do is focus on the speed to that lead. That means calling, texting, emailing, following up, and the fastest responses win. One of the things that I learned while I was at Zillow, you may have heard of it, small company, does some things in real estate. While I was there back in the teens, they had a program called Premier Agent Concierge. We hired a bunch of kids straight out of college and some seasoned reps, got these guys on the phones to call all of the leads that came through for Zillow. What we found was that if we called those leads within 5 minutes of them submitting their information, we had a 35 times higher likelihood of getting them on the phone and having a real conversation with them. Speed to lead is important, and the fastest responses wins. Now, studies show that responding to leads within 5 minutes increases that contact rate to 900% compared to a 30-minute response. Automated speed to lead sequences ensure no opportunity awaits, even at 2 a.m. So, what this means is when you're using systems like Go High Level, right? Or an automated CRM. When you have a lead that enters that database with a tag or some kind of a mechanism, it filled out a specific form or came from a specific source, you can launch your automation campaign. This could be an AI bot that's designed to just start a conversation. And once they respond, keep them on that chat thread until they book an appointment. This could be a simple text flow or an email flow that goes out and sends a link so that someone could book on your calendar. But these fastest response times win. And the agents that actually take the time to pick up their phone and dial those prospects when they get the lead in their database see the highest level of conversions. Now let's talk about that CRM foundation. Every lead in one place. A CRM is a customer retention or relationship management platform. And it is the central nervous system of your agency. Now, without it, leads fall through the cracks, follow-ups get missed, and revenue leaks silently. This gives you the ability to capture every lead source in a single dashboard, assign leads, track status, and trigger automations. This eliminates spreadsheets and sticky note systems and moves you out of the Stone Age. This also gives you the ability to add in that automated follow-up. That means text messages can instantly send out the moment a lead opts in. They can receive personalized email sequences that educate and build trust. You can send ringless voicemails and drop a personal voicemail without interrupting yours or their day. And you can automate tasks like to-do lists and things along those lines so that you never miss a call or an opportunity to work a prospect. Now, at the end of the day, you want to set up a 180-day nurture. And most agents quit follow up after 3 attempts. I'm going to say that again. Most agents quit following up after 3 attempts and they deem it a bad lead. But what you will learn is that most buyers make decisions after 7 to 12 touch points. And the gap between those two numbers is where your competition loses and you win. Now, the 180-day automation nurture sequence keeps your agency top of mind through every touch point until the prospect is ready to buy. And the best part about it is that you can make this in 30-day segments at a time in Go High Level just by asking the AI to create a 30-day email sequence for you with an email going out every single day that's educational and 1 day of wait period between emails being sent. Now let's talk about your database reactivation. The gold is already in your database. It's already in your CRM. It might be in a spreadsheet. It might be in a CRM somewhere. But your existing database of old leads, unsold quotes, and lapsed clients is one of the most underutilized assets in your agency. A targeted reactivation campaign can generate appointments and revenue from contacts that you already paid to acquire. Now, in Go High Level, when you're under the automations tab, you can actually click on templates to create something from a template. They used to call it recipes, but they just changed the name to templates. You can create a reactivation template or select a reactivation template. Simply go in and customize a couple of emails and text messages, and you can reactivate a database. Now, you also get the access to have pipeline visibility. So you know where every prospect stands at a glance. A well-structured pipeline eliminates guesswork and surfaces stuck deals and ensures that no lead is ever silently abandoned. My recommendation, set it up so that you have a new lead. This is somebody that just entered the system. You have a list of folks that you have contacted. This means the first touch point has been made. If you have sent a quote or a proposal has been delivered to them, that would be your next pipeline stage. And then appointment set so that you know when the meetings are scheduled, and close so that you know when you have a policy bound to a prospect. Now, the next piece of this puzzle is the AI receptionist. And that's where you have 24/7 call and text coverage. Now, your AI receptionist answers every inbound call and text instantly, even when your team is unavailable. It will greet prospects, answer frequently asked questions, qualify interest, and route hot leads to the right person. Never miss a lead because no one picks up the phone. This is here. If you miss that call, it will automatically activate, have a conversation, schedule a time that's available in your calendar, and get that booking done so that you don't miss that opportunity. You close it. Now, that AI appointment setter, it's focused on qualification and booking, and it's fully automated. Your AI appointment center engages new leads in real-time conversations, asks qualifying questions, and books them directly on your calendar without any human involvement. Now, I want you to think about that. How many times have you woken up and had a bad day and you just weren't feeling it? Do you know this AI never has a bad day? It's never tired. It's never hungover. It's never in a rush. It gives your client the right amount of time and it has the same conversation that you want it to have every single time. Now, these qualify based on coverage type, budget, and timeline. It books directly into your calendar and it sends confirmation and reminder sequences automatically when appointments are booked. And you can also leverage the AI to re-engage your leads. This means that you can revive old opportunities at scale, and AI can re-engage automatically to reach out to dormant leads, cold prospects, and unsold quotes. This gives you the ability to send personalized messages based on where you left off that conversation. The AI can pick it up and run with it there. This can be triggered by time so that it can automatically activate leads that haven't responded in 30 to 60 or 90 days. It can also be personalized at scale where you can reference the prospect's prior interactions so that messages feel human and not robotic. And you can also route hot leads. When a prospect re-engages, AI escalates to a live agent immediately so that you can take over that conversation. Now, this gives you a 24-hour office so that you can work while you sleep. And between your AI receptionist, automated follow-up sequences, and appointment setter, your agency is actively generating and converting leads around the clock. No overtime, no missed calls, and no dead hours. And calendars? You can eliminate phone tag for good because online booking puts the power in the prospect's hands. They choose a time, confirm their info, and show up ready to talk. Your agent walks into every call with context. Now, this syncs with Google, Outlook, and iCal in real time. It's customizable intake questions on booking form, and you can make any form that you want for that with any questions that you wanted to ask. And you can also have this set so that it auto signs to the right agent by product or territory as the appointment gets booked. And there's also built-in no-show prevention. Reminders and confirmations that protect your pipeline are sent automatically. A no-show is a wasted time slot and a lost opportunity. Automated reminder sequences dramatically reduce no-show rates and keep your calendar full. So it's going to send one 24 hours before. It's going to get an email and a text message reminder out to your client. It's going to send one 2 hours before. And if the appointment is missed, it can automatically trigger a missed appointment sequence that can reschedule them on your calendar from a no-show. Now, one of the most important pieces to the puzzle in high level is a recent feature in a recent ad, but they had to get it right before they could add it. And I'm happy about that because it's an awesome, awesome system. So they just recently dropped within the last year Ads Manager. Now, this is centralized campaign control across every platform. When I say every platform, right now we have LinkedIn, we have Google, and we have Facebook. There will be more to come down the road, and I'm sure TikTok is going to be working its way in soon because we already have access to the TikTok lead forms inside of the system. But you'll be able to manage across Facebook, Google, YouTube, Instagram, and LinkedIn from a single dashboard, which can eliminate confusion, speed up decisions, and ensure that your budget is always working as hard as possible. Now, this gives you one place to view all campaigns, ad sets, and spend. You can also pause, clone, or scale campaigns with one click, and you can track attributions from ad impressions to bound policy. So not only do you have a system that can follow up and nurture the leads on autopilot, but you also have a system that can generate those leads and consistently drive them into your business. Now, at the end of the day, you get access to all of those advertising messages because you can't improve what you don't measure. So you can track the three numbers that determine whether your ad budget is profitable or just busy. Number one is going to be your CPL, or your cost per lead. This is what you pay to generate each new prospect in your pipeline. Number two is going to be your cost per acquisition. This is what you spend to close each new policy. This is your true customer acquisition cost. And number three, your ROI, which is a return on investment. And this is revenue generated per dollar of ad spend, the ultimate measure of your campaign health. Now, what good is advertising if you can't consistently get the message in front of the right eyeballs over and over again? So this also allows you to leverage retargeting so that you can stay top of mind. And most visitors don't convert on their first visit. Retargeting ads retargeting ads warm prospects across Facebook, Instagram, Google, and YouTube, keeping your brand visible until they are ready to act. Now, this means your website visitors who don't opt in, leads who didn't book an appointment, prospects who received a quote but didn't close, you can keep your message in front of them over and over again until they do. This also allows you to leverage multi-channel marketing. Now, this means that you can meet your prospects wherever they are, and a true multi-channel strategy surrounds your audience with consistent messaging, increasing touch points, trust, and conversion rates across every platform. That means your email, your long form nurtures, your newsletters, and your transactional messages, your SMS or text messages for high open rate, immediate touch point, and for time sensitive messages, your calls, live and automated voice touch points for that personal connection, and your ads, your paid traffic, and retargeting across search and social platforms. Now, let's talk about one hidden tool, mailbox power. This is the one piece that we're adding into the puzzle this week. And it's because it's the forgotten marketing channel. While every competitor floods inboxes with emails and feeds with ads, your piece of mail lands in the box that they physically open with zero digital competition at that moment. Direct mail response rates average 5 to 9% and consistently outperform email in many demographics. Now, why direct mail works? It commands physical attention in a digital world. In an era of banner blindness and spam filters, a tangible piece of mail commands a level of attention that digital alone can't replicate. 98% of people open their mail the day it arrives versus 20% average email open rates. Physical mail signals performance and legitimacy, especially powerful for financial products. And prospects who receive mail and digital ads convert at significantly higher rates than digital alone. It's all about that compounding effect. You want them to see you everywhere. When they go on their Facebook, they see an ad from you. When they go on YouTube, they see you. When they go on LinkedIn, they see you. When they go out their front door and open up their mailbox, you want them to see you. Now, direct mail through mailbox power is so powerful because it allows you to create automated, personalized direct mail campaigns. So that means when you have a new client that comes on board, you can send them an onboarding mailer that sets expectations and builds trust. You can have quote follow-up so that you can reach prospects who went silent after receiving a quote. You can send renewals, pre-renewal postcards that reduce policy shopping and churn. And you can also send out referral mailers for happy client mailers that prompt referrals with a clear call to action. A couple of big ones I highly recommend everyone to focus on. Outside of just policy updates and reminders, make sure that you reach out to them on their birthday. I only get a birthday card from, I think, my grandmother, and there's one other place. It's Red Robin. And I get that card from Red Robin a couple days before my birthday every year. And it's a little gift card that tells me to come in for a free hamburger on my birthday. And I'll go in and get that free hamburger because it's my birthday and it's Red Robin. But I'm also going to buy a couple of drinks. My wife's going to have a meal. My kid's going to have a meal. So Red Robin's going to make some money off of it. But I went for the free burger for me because it was my birthday. Be sure to send somebody out a happy birthday. Make sure that it's personalized. And Mailbox Power gives you the ability to add up to 20 different fields of personalization outside of name, address, phone number, email, those spouse name, those kinds of things. You can fill in the blanks and make 20 merge fields your own. And you can import any kind of information that you want into these mailers that are going out. So think about how personalized you can get. If you filled out a form, that prospect filled out a form that was 10 questions long on your funnel or your website, and they gave you a ton of information about who they wanted to cover, all of those kinds of things. You can now craft personalized postcard campaigns for those leads with a personalized message. And with Mailbox Power and Go High Level combined, you have personalized emails, personalized text messages, and personalized postcards going right to that prospect's mailbox. And what this generates is the omnipresence effect. This is where you are everywhere that your prospects look. And when a prospect sees your agency on Facebook, gets your email, receives your postcard, and hears your voicemail, they don't just remember you, they trust you. And omnipresence turns marketing into momentum. Now, the next piece we're going to talk about is reviews. Now, this is all about automating your trust building. Now, after every bound policy and every positive service interaction, your system should automatically send a review request via SMS and email at the exact moment the client's satisfaction is highest. Now, the reason that we do this, there's a couple case studies that I have personally with businesses that I've worked with and consulted with. There was a direct mail company that I worked with that went ahead and implemented reviews, a review request as soon as a purchase was made. So as soon as an order was shipped, as soon as postcards were sent out, we went from 37 reviews to over 300 reviews inside of 6 months just by requesting at the time of purchase. That's when everyone's emotions are the highest. That's when they love you the most. They don't want to come back and say, hey, I made a really bad decision on this one. They're going to go and say something awesome about you right then and there when they make that purchase. They're at a high. So it's time to request that. So this can be triggered at policy bind, renewal, and claim resolution. This should route your happy clients to your top agent near me. And then you should also flag the unhappy ones for follow-up and build your star rating passively without lifting a finger. Now, when it comes to referral automation, happy clients become advocates automatically, and most agents ask for referrals inconsistently or not at all. A referral automation system makes the ask at the right time with the right message every single time. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to have a trigger in the system. This could be a tag that you add. This could be actually just selecting that client and sending the review from high level in that contact smart list. But the client binds a policy or leaves a 5-star review would be the trigger. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to send a personalized SMS and an email with the referral request within 24 hours of receiving that review. And then you give them incentivization where you give them an optional referral reward or recognition for the referring client. Now, what I would do in this case is make sure that it stays under any budgetary means that we need to for licensing. So that could be like a $5 gift card in some cases at Starbucks. Check with your principal, make sure that you're allowed to do that. Next is the conversion, and that's where the referred lead enters the funnel and receives automated follow-up immediately so that you can convert them. Now let's talk about your renewal system. Increased retention and lifetime value is the name of the game. And referrals don't happen automatically. They're won by agencies who stay in front of clients And automated renewal systems keep your agency visible 90, 60, and 30 days before every renewal date. Now, what this means is automated renewal outreach via SMS, via email, and direct mail. This gives you proactive coverage review and prompts to reduce shopping from your prospect or your current client. And then those retention alerts for your clients can be flagged as a flight risk so that you can start tracking those clients and monitoring what your retention looks like and keep it high moving forward. Now, this also gives you the ability to leverage cross-selling systems. Now, this gives you more value per household. And the more information that we have on every single prospect, the more value that we can add to each household, because the more we know about them, the more cross-sell opportunities that we have. And the most profitable policy that you can write is the one that you can sell to someone who already trusts you. And the cross-sell automation identifies coverage gaps and delivers the right offer at the right time. So think auto to home. A new auto client receives an automated home quote prompt within 7 days. So you're setting up that prospect so that they just signed up for an auto policy with you. 7 days after the sign up for that auto policy, you're going to send them an email or a text message that's going to alert them about the potential savings that you can get them for their home policy. Now, we can also do the same where we shift from home to life, right? Because homeowners receive a life insurance review offer after a 90-day mark. So we get the auto insurance, we add in the homeowner's insurance, then we go and promote the life insurance. Now, if that individual has a business, life can also move to commercial, and business owner clients receive a commercial coverage review annually. So this way we can cross sell the current clients that we have. We can increase our book and increase not only our one-time commissions, but also our monthly recurring ones. Been holding that for a while.
You
Now
all
let's talk
right?
about client journey automation. Every stage documented and automated from the first click to the loyal advocate. Every touch point in the client lifecycle is mapped, sequenced, and triggered automatically, ensuring a consistent experience at scale. This goes from lead capture to quote sent to policy bound to onboarded all the way through renewed. Now, when every stage is systematized, your team spends less time managing process and more time building relationships that actually matter. Now, I want you to flip the script. Everything that you have built for your clients now helps you recruit more agents. The same infrastructure that generates leads, nurtures prospects, and converts clients can be pointed to a completely different audience. Ambitious insurance agents looking for a better way to build a business. Now, I want you to think of this as a recruiting machine. Your traffic comes in, your appointments get booked all through your funnel. The same machine that fills your sales pipeline fills your recruiting pipeline. Apply every system that you've built, the funnels, the CRM, the AI, the automation, to attract, qualify, and onboard the right agents at scale. With a recruitment funnel, you can show agents a better way to build a business. Your recruiting funnel isn't just a job posting, it's a demonstration of what life inside your agency looks like. Lead with systems, the support, and the infrastructure. Now, recruiting landing pages with social proof and agent testimonials are preferred. Now, we recommend that you just leverage the office profile inside of Top Agent Near Me. We're continuing to add beautiful enhancements to that. But if you do want to have your own profile or your own landing page for this recruitment, build that inside your Go High level. You should also have a lead magnet that is built into there, something like what top producing agents look for in an agency. And guess what? It's your agency is what they're looking for, right? Next, you're going to have the automated follow-up sequence for every applicant that comes through and calendar booking for a discovery call with agency leadership. Now, at the end of the day, recruitment with systems allows you to sell leverage and not a brokerage. When you're selling a brokerage, you're competing on commission splits and it's a race to the bottom. Every agency makes the same promises, but income potential and flexibility. But if you sell on leverage, you can show recruits exactly what tools, funnels, AI, automations they get access to from day one. And infrastructure is the competitive advantage that no commission split can replicate. The best agents aren't looking for a higher split, they're looking for a higher ceiling. Now, guys, by a show of hands, I'm just curious how many of us on here have signed up and worked with a brokerage in the past that ended up ghosting us? We came on board,
Mm.
they promised us the moon, told us that we were going to have all these systems, processes, they're going to help us find leads. And then you get there and it's sink or swim. I joined Axe Advisors. I joined Axe Advisors after leaving JP Morgan Chase. I went from having a book of business, like 1,000 households in my branch, to sink or swim. I went to the phone book and started dialing down the list to find prospects and find individuals. Now, when you can actually offer that infrastructure, I was that agent at Axe Advisors that was sinking or swimming, and I started to swim. But at the end of the day, if somebody would have extended an olive branch, would have said, "Hey, I've got a better way to do that. I've got an agency that already has all of the systems and processes in place. You just have to get plugged into it. This is a business in a box." I would have jumped as fast and as hard as I could, and I would have sprinted in the direction of that agency because I knew there had to be a better way. And today there is. All right. Now, this is the business in a box offer and what every new recruit gets on day one. You give them funnels with pre built lead capture pages ready to drive traffic. You give them a CRM with full pipeline setup with automated follow up sequences, the AI tools so that they have receptionists, appointment setters, and re engagement bots, the calendars for online booking with automated reminders and confirmations, all of the marketing for email, SMS, and ad templates for Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, all configured and ready to launch, and direct mail with automated postcard campaigns for welcomes, renewals, and referrals. Now, why this is different, most agencies offer training, but you offer infrastructure. Training teaches agents what to do, but infrastructure gives them the tools to actually do it faster, more consistently, and at scale that would be impossible working manually. Now, at the end of the day, agents see success and they can see it in an accelerated rate. Now, new agents can launch faster and produce sooner with a complete operating system in place. There's no ramp up period spent building systems from scratch. They inherit yours and start executing immediately. So, week one, you get them onboarded, you get their CRM configured, you get their funnels live. Week two, first leads are entering their pipeline. By week three, their first appointment is booked via an AI setter. In week four, the first policy is bound from the system. Now, this allows you to provide retention through value, and agents stay where they win. And the number one reason that agents leave is a lack of production. And when your systems consistently generate leads, book appointments, and close sales, agents have no reason to leave because they're winning. This gives an active pipeline, which reduces the prospecting anxiety. A consistent income builds long-term loyalty, and shared infrastructure creates switching costs. Now, this allows you to scale through people. Systems allow predictable expansion, and every new agent who joins your agency is fully equipped from day one, meaning your capacity scales with your headcount, not your personal bandwidth. Now, in the beginning, you're a solo agent. You're one agent running systems manually. Then you transition and move into a small team where you have 3 to 5 agents, each with their own CRM, their own funnels, and their own leads driving in. And then you transition to a scaled agency where you have 10 or more agents onboarded and producing all within weeks. Now, the agency of the future is one platform with unlimited growth. Traffic, funnels, CRM, AI, mail, reviews, referrals, recruiting, all connected, all automated, all working together to grow your client book and your team simultaneously. Now, this is your 30-day implementation plan. Week one is simple. Set up the CRM, the pipelines, the lead funnels. Week 2, automate your follow-up. Set up your AI receptionist and your booking. Week 3, get your ads live, your direct mail campaigns, and your review requests. And week 4, scale. Start recruiting, onboarding, and system testing. Now you can build one complete operating system in 30 days. Each week builds on the last. So by the end of the month, your agency is fully automated and ready to scale. Now let's talk about our affiliate opportunity here because we definitely earn a little bit of commissions every time you sign up for high level. It's one of the things that keeps us going. But we also earn commissions when you sign up for Mailbox Power. And below this video, there's going to be a couple of links that you can click on. One to get a 30-day trial to go high level, and another to get set up with Mailbox Power so that you can start leveraging both systems to dominate your local markets. Now, we want you to use these tools to grow, and we will get rewarded when you share them or when you sign up for them. So, big thing here, we're going to earn some recruitment affiliate or some affiliate money on every time you guys sign up for that system. Now, the ultimate question here is, could a new recruit succeed using your systems tomorrow? And if the answer is yes, you have a machine. But if no, you have a job. The goal of everything in this presentation is to help you build on the former, an agency that runs, grows, and recruits independent of any single person. Now, at the end of the day, people burn out. Hustlers have ceilings. Humans get tired, they get overwhelmed, and they hit capacity, no matter how talented or driven they are. But systems compound, systems scale, and they get better over time. Every automation you build, every sequence you launch, and every process you document compounds into an increasingly powerful growth engine. The best investment you can make in your agency is not the one is the one that actually works while you are not. Now you want to build the machine, grow the clients, grow the agents, and grow the agency. You now have the complete blueprint. The agencies that win the next decade won't outwork their competition. They'll outsystem them. Start building today. Your first step is to audit your current system and identify the biggest gaps. Step 2 is to implement the 30-day plan 1 week at a time. Step 3 is to launch your recruiting funnel and offer the business in a box. And step 4 is to scale through people powered by systems. Now, with all of that being said, we have an amazing snapshot that we can give you for Go High Level. And Josh, what's a snapshot?
Snapshot's basically like just plugging in the tool, right? So when you get high level, you're going to let us know that you went through our link to get it. And as soon as you do that, we're going to get you access to the snapshots. So most of these tools, plus, I mean, what do we got? Like 249 of our own or something. We've got a whole bunch of them. But for insurance, we'll send you all the snapshots we have. And that's basically just going to be the pre-built tools. Then all you got to do is plug in your info, like your business name, your address, your thing, your personal information for the business, and the tool's off and running. So instead of maybe 30 days like that, like he just showed you, 2 weeks maybe, you can get all of that done way faster because you didn't have to go through, follow all of our videos that show you how to build it because we sent you a snapshot just for going through our link, right?
Exactly. So again, that's going to be all your funnels, all your automations, your texts, your emails, your AI bots for voice receptionists, for SMS, all of those things all built and wrapped into one. And Mailbox Power also has some amazing campaigns for the insurance industry, whether that's a turning 65 campaign for Medicare, whether that is a life campaign, whether that's an annual renewal. They've got a ton of stuff that's out there and ready to rock. So if you haven't done so already, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And if you made it this far and you haven't done it, what are you even doing? Josh, take it away.
I mean, this was a killer training, man. It's a little bit of a longer video, but sometimes we need those, right? And I don't know how many agents I talk to that tell me that they're getting no support from their upline, that they're not getting any of the promised things. They were promised leads, they were promised systems, they were promised training, they were promised all this, and they're not getting it. And they're looking at changing. Well, hey, look, you know what? I get it. You can get frustrated. You don't have leads. You just finished doing your whole courses, you took your test, you're ready to rock, and you don't have anything. You try and figure these systems out yourself. It's not working. You don't know if you need a ballroom, or do we need a ballroom? Do we not need a ballroom? Who knows? You get all frustrated, and by then you're just thinking to yourself, I just want to go home. Well, guess what? We got you, man. All right. We're doing all the trainings for you. And all we're asking of you is to use our link so we can get a little bit of money to keep the lights on. That's it. All these trainings are free. And Bryan already did the whole like subscribe thing, but I'm going to reiterate that. Do it for us. It helps. And leave a comment if you want us to do a video on something that you specifically need help on, because we're going to keep going on these. It's not just go high level that we're doing. We're doing all kinds of other trainings. So let us know what you want us to do, what you want us to show off. And I guess with that, thanks for stopping by, America.